one, Sick Week 2026 is here. So started with a cool start to the morning or whatever, but it's warming up. Track's in great shape and everybody is set because the cool temperatures, but a great track, record runs. I mean, I'm sure the NA guys will be faster than they've ever been before. And even us boost guys, I mean, it definitely helps us with the cooler air. And from a point of being hot and sweaty, we don't have to worry about this week. We will just take layers off as the days go on. But Riki's got all the coverage for you, all the fast cars, but Freedom Plus live stream, you gotta get over there. They're watching, you'll see everything on the track, as well as they got Emily Reeves roaming the pits and doing pit reporting, catching up on everything. But Sig the Mag, our YouTube channel, catch this because that's the daily updates. We'll give you highlights, some of the road stuff, and some of everything.
Not bad. I don't think we can complain about it, you know what I mean? Got some stuff we're going to improve on, but enough to one and done and get on the road, you know. So now we can see how this street driving goes since we ain't street drove any. So hopefully not too bad. I mean, that's a PB for me through the quarter. PB for the car, period. It's the first full quarter rip we've made in the car. Not unhappy with the 8th mile numbers either. So there's definitely more on the table. We just got to get a few things figured out first.
We didn't test yesterday. We did some maintenance on the car, just going through some stuff and making sure everything was in good shape. Flowed all the injectors and checked everything, and I mean, everything's good, so we don't know. I mean, we just had a weird deal where all of a sudden the car wanted to run a lot harder than it was running, and I mean, that tune-up went down the track multiple times. So I mean, we went through everything and we can't find anything other than, I mean, if the temperature variant, but we really don't think that. So I mean, we're just putting more fuel at it, maybe slow it down a little bit to try and make sure that everything's good, and then we can creep back up on it after that. So we warmed it up this morning on gasoline. We're switching over to methanol right now, changing the plugs, getting it prepped so that we're ready to make a pass when they call us. So just trying to get everything ready and try and get that one and done, make a good pass down the track and work on converting everything over and getting on the road. Yeah, I don't know. It just laid over and blew the burst panel out. It blew the the one evacuation line off or whatever. That was the oil and the smoke. I mean, I just don't. I mean, it was lazy, but that's what we designed it to be, was lazy. So I mean, I don't know why it laid over so bad right there. I mean, got to download the files and try and look at it. Like all we can do is see.
Day one, 5 minutes in.
Brian Goldstone, Osceola, Indiana. Been here for a few days. 3 days ago on my first pass here, we were at Bradenton testing and that went pretty good, but then came here, my first pass, didn't pull the damn pins out of the chutes. Rookie mistake. I usually don't have pins in my chutes, and I knew they were there at one point in that day and just didn't take them out. It's my fault, stupid shit. And then the brakes weren't enough to stop the car. It didn't seem like I smoked them right away, and then I went right into the sand and then into the net. So yeah, screwed up a lot of shit. The front end was pretty much destroyed. Didn't hurt the chassis at all, just one radiator was junked, and the other one had a hole we had to fix. There's a lot of little things too, because changing the front end meant we had to put the different air inlets on it so that it doesn't hit so rocks and shit don't get in my turbos is the main thing. I mean, there's all the street driving and at the track, there's so many rocks around here, you don't need my turbos eating them.
Is that like that front clip's different to the other one?
Yeah, that front clip was a bunch different. That was from, actually, Lon Tibbs came out here a couple years ago with his car, and he isn't doing this anymore or racing. I think he's got the car, he's thinking of selling it. So he offered it up to me in Kentucky, which I have another one in Indiana, northern Indiana. So mine wasn't ready anyway, or else I would have just got mine and saved a lot of time. But he was in Kentucky offering it up. Guy Young was still in Kentucky, pulled over on the side of the road when he heard I had problems to see if I needed him to go back and get anything for me. He grabbed it up from Lon, brought it here, I think it was Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. And we've been, since Saturday, all day Sunday at KSR, Kevin Smith. They were awesome and opened up their shop to us. And we pretty much lived there for 2 days fixing shit. Yeah, well, we're back and it should be ready to go. Hopefully, I know that the brakes will work better now, and I won't make that stupid ass mistake twice about not pulling the pin.
So after such a crazy prep, have you reevaluated what your aims are for the week?
I mean, my goals are still the same right when I went home. I mean, I still want to have a 5-second average. I mean, obviously the main goal is to set a record, you know, a 5-second average, and take Tom's money because he's got way too much money, you know. I mean, that's the main goal. And then obviously finishing is always that, but I don't like to just finish. I want to finish on top. So there's a lot of competition here, a lot of fast cars, you know. Hopefully we can do it. I was a little, I don't know, not sure what was going to happen, you know, so I was a little scared about all the rocks that were going to fall out of the car, and I guess it did shake some shit out of it. So I told everyone, don't get behind me because I don't know what's coming out of this thing. But we ended up going into I think we're just before the 60, it started shaking real hard. I had to let out and ease back into it. So it went at 628, but we got some data and we're going to work on it a little bit, and we'll be back up there to make another run.
We're Deal Brothers. This is the ugly one. I'm the good looking one. We're from Kalamazoo, Michigan. We have a shop called Auto Dynamics. We do Deal Brothers Racing, YouTube, that kind of thing. We like to race. How you talking?
Look, everybody knows what happened at Drag Week. This car didn't make it.
As long as he don't hit a wall again, like I don't know why he did that, but as long as he don't do that again. Anyways, we busted our butt for the last 4 months. This car means a lot to us. It's something that we built together. It's more than just a car. So there's a sentimental attachment to it. We had another car. And like he said, we could have put that together a whole lot faster and a whole lot easier. But there's something about coming back for something like that and being able to take something that we have value in. We spent everything we had to get down to Drag Week essentially, and that was that last of our budget for the year, you know. So we're at that point, we're out of money. And now we got a car that isn't a car anymore. So all the people that bought shirts, that donated parts, donated money, you'll never understand how much it meant to us, and we really appreciate you. The influx to our YouTube channel, by the way, your first word is gonna hear is we hit 10,000 just a minute ago. Literally just a couple minutes ago, we hit 10,000. I know that sounds so petty compared to like some of these big guys here, but we just started it a year ago, and to us it's important. I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, no.
And it happened at Sick Week. We got our 10,000 subscriber while we're at Sick Week, so that's kind of cool. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. I don't know what I was going to say, honestly. Short-term memory loss is still kicking in from the wall.
You got the people's chant. Well, this is the people's car because all you guys have a part in it. That most of you that are watching have some kind of part in, whether you subscribe, bought a shirt, donated, gave us part. It doesn't matter.
The motivation to keep us going.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times, honestly, during this build, I'm like, I just don't see it happening. You know, between managing life, managing our business,
our kids,
our kids, you know, sports, everything that just, you know, goes into life. And then some of the setbacks that we come across, and it's like, I don't know that we're going to make it. You know, then I see the comments and some of the stuff that you know, how much we're an inspiration to other people. And I'm like, man, you know,
How do you not?
they're inspiring me to keep going. So, you know, you just keep grinding, you know, and the grit. And, you know, we worked a lot of days. We're 16, 18-hour days, you know, out of the 24 hours in a day to get where we are, to get here for everybody. Thank you, guys.
That was a hairy looking run.
You
And
know
people
what?
were saying, I think Jeff's throttle stuck. I go, you know what? I reckon that mad motherfucker just wanted data.
That's all. Jeffrey needed fuel data. And that's the only reason I did that. I told him on the headset, I said, I'm sorry, I didn't want to do that. But I mean, Jesus, ended up in the right lane. So we're gonna start out in the right lane this time and see if we can just go straight down through there. I got one shot, and I can promise you, this car ain't leaving this parking lot unless it lights them boards up and says 5 something. That's it.
That's serious.
Oh, that's it. I'm swinging. You know, I can't. We've been working on this thing for 2 weeks trying to figure it out. It's fast. We broke rods. I think we figured out the rod problem. It's still running. I drive it back. So I think we may have figured that part out. Now we got to get back to where we were. So that's what we're after. You know, and like I always said, I'm here to support Tom. I'm here to support Sick Week. It's a great event. All the fans are great. And, you know, I would love to light them boards up with Tom. You know what I mean? And if we could both, Tom and I and Goldstone, we could get in the 5s and do it during Sick Week, that'd be amazing.
That's what we all want. And I just don't know how, like when your car pulls that hard to the right, how you make a decision to stay in it. Like time must slow down for you in that race car.
You know, a lot of people think, man, that was hairy. It does slow down. You know, when you're in that car, when I watch a car as fast as mine going, wow, my shit looks like that, you know, but in your mind, everything slows down. So I did not want to do that. I never want to cross the center line and stay under power, but I had to for him, just so we know that we're not going to pop a rod or, you know, so, but like I said, I didn't want to do it. I had to do it.
was a personal best for us, so 6:55 straight out of the box. I cannot be mad at that. That's awesome. So I'm really excited because Derek asked me before we came like what we changed. I told him not that much. We were just working on suspension. He's like, "Are you sure about that?" And I'm like, "Yes," but now I know that I'm confident we did the right thing, so I feel good about that. You guys know how hard it is if you don't start with day one to be on it, how hard it is to come back from it, so that was a really important one for us, and we're packing her up. And then we're gonna have to wait on Todd. But that's okay. That's different.
So I don't watch a lot of stuff when that car's going down the track. I watch the car. But I happened to see Matt Reekie down there filming. I just happened to look over and Matt's like, and then all of a sudden it makes it past like the 330 and he goes, yes!
He was just waiting for
Yeah, he was. Once Matt approved of it, I knew it was going to be a good run. It's all you. That's some driving stuff right there.
Oh, I don't know about that. That was dumb luck. I threw the laundry in so damn early. I let it sit on the rev limiter. I
Did you let
it
sit on the
Yeah.
3-4 rev limiter?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard it.
I let it sit. I threw the laundry early, and then I just let off the gas. And I was like, I hope that's enough. I don't know what everybody else is doing, but I'm partying my ass off tonight.
2 runs. Tell us about it.
Well, the first pass, I don't know what is going on here. I mean, I know we got mine shaft air, but I pulled 2 degrees of timing out of the motor and crushed my PB by almost 0.3 of a second. It went 828 at 165. It's never done that. So on that run, I pulled 2 more degrees, and it was going so fast that I was like, crap. So I threw the laundry early, let it run into the rev limiter, and it just let off the gas completely. And we went 850 with a 7 and only 146. Like, wow. I don't know, but I'm celebrating. So.
I think we heard a couple pistons. We actually think we just found our problem is we had a loose ground wire that must have came apart like when we shook, and the ground was for the injectors and the coil drivers, so that would make everything go haywire. So the good thing is we think we found the source of the problem, so now we just got to fix it.
Is it doable? You won't get another ride in there,
No, I doubt it. So that kind of squashes my 5 every day, but
Anything I can do?
Did you end up finding something wrong?
Yeah, there's a rag in the engine. We're just got to tear it apart to get everything out of it. So we had to top apart, got it all cleaned up and out of it. Window trays cleaned up and out of it. Oil pans cleaned up and out of it. Dave had to pull a rod real quick because there was a spot that had some wrapped around. So we got it all cleaned up. Now we should be good.
How did a rag go through your engine?
Somebody, a ghost, put it in the intake plenum. It got there. We're not going to throw nobody under the bus. It just got there. That's all I'm going to say.
So you got it together and you may make the all run?
Oh, we're going to make the all run. It's not make the all run. He's literally tightening this rod up. We're going to throw this pan back on. We got to throw some oil in. I want to run some oil through it real quick and back out, and then we're going to put new oil in and go make fast.
I'm Graham Hayes from South Hill, Virginia. I'm the driver of the 66 Nova we call the Bad Draw. It's a par-powered 540 twin turbo. HPTs, Mark Mickey, Matt Smith at Performance Fab does all the fabrication for us, tuned by Eric Gold. We've been down here testing for a couple days, and it's been interesting. We've got some new stuff on the car, and we've been trying some things, and we're really happy with where it's at. But we're glad we tested because it would have been a heck of a first couple of days. We started off with a new PB pass that was rewarded with a broken ring and pinion. And then after that, we've just been fighting little stuff. The motor ended up The car ended up accidentally freezing in being transported from Matt's shop to my shop about 2 weeks ago. Ended up ruining our motor. And ever since then, we found a few little things. So we ended up having a busted line after our 3rd pass. Water pump was cracked after the 4th pass. We had our oil cooler, we think has ice in it or something, because it has frozen solid here and will not let anything go through it. So we're happy to say we think we've got all of that fixed, but the car's running great. We think we've got these tracks figured out. The cold weather is going to be fun to deal with, but it's going to make some horsepower. So it's a double-edged sword, but we're happy to see it, and we're also ready to warm up too. So hopefully later in the week we'll get some warm weather, and the car might not run so good, but me and my co-driver will run even better.
What are you expecting out there today? Are you prepared to settle for something less just to go, or?
You know, you've always got to have that, especially on day one. You know, you want to set your bar high because this is the day that sets the tone for everybody. But we're going to go out there very optimistic for our first run. You know, we're hoping for a mid to low teen pass. And then hopefully after that, if that doesn't stick, which I highly doubt that it won't stick, but if that doesn't stick, you know, we're prepared to leave with anything we can take at that point. So, yeah, you got to be here at the end of the week. We're hoping we'll be here at the end of the week. But we're going to run the old girl pretty hard. So we definitely came here to kind of prove a point and finish what we started at drag week.
Hi, my name's Rob Wymanstall. I'm from Jackson, Michigan. The car behind me is a 64 Chevy 2 post car. I started to build it about 10 years ago, and we worked on it quite a while. We had engine problems here and there. And then I sold it off to Tom for a few years with the agreement that I could always buy it back when we got a chance. And so I ended up buying it back, put a Steve Morris SML in it, and we've went out, been doing some testing, and we have we ran a 694 at 200 miles an hour. We made 8 continuous passes, all within 698 to 694. So we're fairly happy with it so far. There's a lot more left in it. See how the weather holds up. Hopefully get something lower. Today we have it turned way down just so we know we can get down, and then depending on time we'll see what we can build up from there. But we do know we have a tune-up in it that will make it down, but it's going to be in the 7s.
Have you ever done a drag and drive before?
Never done a drag and drive. Built the car, like I say, 10 years ago, always intending to do it. Just nothing ever really lined up until this year. So I'm excited and I'm happy to be here. I've met my overall goal by just getting here.
The idea is to go straight down the track, Rob.
I know. It didn't work out so good. On the second time I pressed on the gas, it did go straight down.
What did it feel like?
197 miles an hour. But it wasn't what we were looking for.
My name is Taylor Jones. I'm with OK Race Fabrication, and we have the Rotson here, version 4.0, 5.0, something like that. And we have made it where it's somewhat bulletproof in the drivetrain, we hope.
So we have started with this car. It kept breaking axles the past couple events that we had taken it on. Jimmy Dale had taken it on, and the RS just wasn't holding up. So we cut it at the firewall and replaced everything from the firewall back, including floor structure, floor pans. We have a quick performance 9-inch rear end, 35 spline axles, Ride Tech coilovers, Ride Tech sway bar. 10 Soldier Race Car sponsored us control arms for the upper mounts. We have our own in-house torque box kit that we had put in the car. We put our own subframe under the car. We have a 15-gallon fuel cell sponsored from David Lemon's race shop, and a bunch of other companies have came together with this thing and just all collaborated. We've updated the Ford 302 to a 351 this past event, and this engine is holding on for dear life, but it's actually the best engine that's been in the car. Knock on wood so far. So we're here. We have not made a hit with the car or any test pass. We have driven it 10 miles. We loaded it on the frame machine or the alignment machine, fresh alignment. We drove it back, put it on the trailer, and made the trip to Florida. So
I think one of the things that you've really done is you kept it looking shitty on top. Like you wouldn't even know how much work's been done to it.
Exactly. We wanted to keep the original Rotson look on the outside, but underneath and the inside of the car is completely new. Probably the coolest two things that we've added, in our opinion, are cup holders. You don't think you need cup holders until you drive something that doesn't have them. And then a functional e-brake from Willwood that is an inline brake, which also helps us stage the car, with it being a T56 stick shift car. We don't roll through the beams. We just try to make it as safe as possible, and we don't want, we want to keep the car going, and we want the car to live forever. So.
And how quick is it allowed to run now?
We're trying to get the cage started to an 850, which is extremely fast for this car, so it's not going to go nowhere near that fast. I don't know exactly what it'll run this week, but I'm hoping for a 1050 in the quarter and maybe a 650 to a 670 in the 8th mile. If we can get our launch down pat, get the 60-foot down pat, and after that it should be game on. So this car pulls really hard with this engine up top. If we can keep it alive this week, I think we'll pull some impressive numbers.
is after 6 o'clock. We're still here. We're working on getting everything together. We have the parts for it, just trying to get everything together. Still going to be a while for us, but they are still running, and they actually just called the all run, so cars are rolling up there getting to make another pass. We are not able to make that, so I'm going to have to take the 624 from today. Hopefully we get this all together, and I mean, a 5 every day is out for me. We still have a chance with a couple people up there, but I can still get a 5 average if we believe we figured out our problem and it was a freaking ground wire. And I mean, that's just horrible because I mean, the positive is we figured out the problem. The bad part is the problem. So, but if that's a problem, then all good. We can go back to our other tune-up and like hopefully make some good licks. And hey, we still got to shot that 5 average once we provided we're back to where we're supposed to be. So we'll see.
Nothing if not a man of your word.
I told you.
You did tell me.
That's five or nothing. And you know what? Hey, it didn't happen. That's the only thing left at Drag and Drive to do. I'm sure somebody will do it. I thought I could do it. Obviously, you know, that car's been kicking our ass this weekend, and it just, I run out of time, you know. And unfortunately, Tom runs such a big event, and that's a downfall for a big tire car to get back up there. So, but you know what? It's good for the Drag and Drive community because all these people are just having a blast. I had a blast. I'm going to drive that 77 Chevy to all the rest of the events. This kind of works out. Jeffrey gets to go home because his wife's about to have a baby. So, yeah, her blood pressure's up. It's about time. So we're going to load this up and get him on the road. So, you know, this may be my last Drag and Drive. I think I'm going to hang it up and give it to Junior. If he wants to do it, I'll ride with him. But I think I've had enough.
Is it harder than it used to be, or you just trying to, you want more out of it?
No, we got lost somewhere. We've been 8th mile racing, and you've seen the 60 foot and the 330. I mean, the car goes 370s, you know, and if we could get it to go out the back door, it would go 570s, 580s, you know. But we got an issue here, and I can't put my finger on it. And, you know, Steve Morris come over and said, man, I want to put you in a 481 or his SMX. And I just don't know if that's the answer. I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I can't put my finger on it. So, and not knowing, and it just stresses Jeffrey out. So, you know, we've been busting our ass past 2 weeks, and it didn't pay off. So, you know, we'll regroup and see what happens. He's talking, he wants to do it, so maybe I'll just ride with him.
You might have fun driving the truck.
That'd be awesome. It's going to be fun.
I just heard that you got yourself a new co-pilot, Jeff Lutz, instead of Jeffrey Lutz. Like,
yeah, you know, I'm not sure if I really improved my rider or not. I love both of them, no doubt about it. I mean, you know, this is such a fun deal. I've met a lot of really cool people. Looking forward to the rest of the week. Obviously sad that, you know, Jeff is not going to finish running with Mad Max, but I can promise you this, we're going to have a great time cruising in this blown Pro Street truck. it's going to be awesome. I mean, you know, it's just fun for me, first time ever. It's not a lot of things I can say about drag racing that I've never done before, but this is the first for me. You know, Jeffrey, and actually Tom and a lot of other people have been after me for a long time to come and do one of these, and so far so good. It's been fun. The weather maybe not so much, but all the rest of it's just been amazing. And we'll see how the rest of the week goes, you know, in the old Pro Street truck. And, you know, we got to get Jeffrey home. You know, that's the reason I actually showed up, because Jeffrey's wife is very pregnant. And so I came down to co-pilot if needed, and the wife is saying it's getting closer to time. So we're going to get Jeffrey headed home, and me and Jeff will be like two grumpy old men rolling to South Georgia. Let's go.
Tell us about the truck. It's sweet.
The truck is really amazing. So it is not a drag race truck. I mean, this thing was 100% built Pro Street theme. And it is a 77 C10 Scottsdale that was absolute bone stock, perfect, beautifully restored truck. And of course, we can't leave well enough alone. So with CRC and Edelbrock Comp Cams, a lot of great people. We put a Pat Musey Edelbrock crate engine in this thing, 555 cubic inches. We put a blower shop blower 871 on there, a couple big old 4-barrel carburetors, and a TCI 4L80E, 9-inch quick performance rear end, and of course, some 22-inch wide Mickey Thompson tires. And it is Pro Street all the way. And so today, you know, I was so excited. Jeffrey made the first run. I guess I need to back up and tell you this. It had 4.5 miles on it when it got here. That's it. It is literally a brand spanking new build. Hasn't even been driven down the highway. So what better way to break it in than straight to the starting line at my first ever sick week. And I can't tell you that I've ever been more excited for a 13-second run than I was when Jeffrey rolled down through there. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, how fast is it going to go? Well, it's a Pro Street build, so it doesn't really meet all the rules for going fast as it will go. So 1150 as fast as it can go, and first run ever, Jeffrey kind of rolled out, shifted a couple gears, and 13 seconds later, we were high-fiving each other. It's a beautiful truck, it really is. And I know I'm going long-winded here, but the great thing about this truck, the reason that Jeff and Jeffrey bought it, is CRC's part of this whole week. They have been the last few events. So we want to showcase this truck to everybody, because this truck will get auctioned off, and every single dollar from the auction will go to tech school scholarship funds, because we all know we need people working with their hands, and that's what this truck is all about. Also want to say, very proud, the vehicle that we had built the year before just went to Barrett-Jackson, where it sold for $100,000, and that all goes to tech school scholarship funds. And I'm gonna say it right now, I think this truck will go for more than that. I mean, it's so cool. You just said it, it's a beautiful truck. It's a perfect example of Pro Street, and like bell-bottom jeans, Pro Street's on the comeback. So we just tried to get in front of that curve, and it is a cool truck. I love it. Sounds cool. I've laughed at people like, you know, you can tune that blower surge out of there. No, the blower surge is cool. But I get to drive it tomorrow on the highway, and I'll probably stomp on that loud pedal. Just saying.
Unfortunately, Bryant Goldstone got into the wall late. I was working on the car, working on getting the car back together, getting the other heads together. We're putting that on the car now. Hopefully we'll be on the road in an hour. I don't know. Unfortunately, I did not get the 5 that I wanted. So I did turn in a 624 ticket. I do have the ability to get the 5-second average if we found the problem that we believe it is, but we're gonna leave the track now. There's still, I mean, it's dark, it's cold, and there's probably a couple hundred cars still here at the track because everybody was in for the all run, and then it just got too cold, track went away too much, so call it a day. But amazing day. Ricky will now get you some road shots, anything you can see in the dark, and hey, we'll catch you tomorrow.
How you going?
It's been going well, except we just lost our running lights. They stopped, and now we have no running lights on the trailer.
Brake lights, no river.
There's worse problems.
I'm positive they were working when we pulled in here.
They were working when we pulled in
They
here.
were working when you left the track.
Yeah.
All your lights were.
Yeah.
It's like feels like it's coming apart, but
Headlights are on right now.
You got
No
brake
running
lights
lights.
too?
Huh?
You got brake lights?
Yep. Brake lights and blinkers, just no running.
Just no running.